Hello, dear viewers. Today we will talk about one of the bloodiest killers of our time, Tozamile Taki. His name evokes horror and indignation, and the story, shocking emotions. Let's dive into this dark and creepy tale. Tozamile Taki is a name that has become synonymous with violence and brutal murders. He was born in 1985 in a small town in Japan. From childhood, Tozamile stood out among his peers. He was withdrawn and immersed in his own thoughts. According to his relatives, he had a difficult childhood, which may have influenced his later actions. In 2007, Tozamile first came to the attention of the police. He was arrested for minor offenses, but this was only the beginning of his criminal activity. His murders began about 2 years later, when he first killed his victim, a young man who, having stopped on the street, simply happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. This murder was the first of many. Tozamile Taki stood out from other killers for his brutality and cold-bloodedness. The brutal methods by which he took people's lives shocked even experienced detectives. He used different tools, saying he had a personal approach for each victim. Many of the victims had nothing to do with each other, making the investigation even more difficult. Japanese police were shocked by the increasing number of murders linked to Tozamile. They created a special group to investigate these crimes. However, due to Taki's cognitive characteristics, he always stayed one step ahead. The murders took place in different cities, and it was impossible to catch him. Only in 2011 Tozamile was arrested. One of the detectives who worked on his case dared to conduct a sophisticated operation. He became a wolf in sheep's clothing and tried to gain Taki's trust by playing on his self-awareness. During their meeting, Tozamile talked about his murders, believing that those around him would not understand how he might feel when he takes people's lives. Based on the testimony and evidence collected, the police were able to charge him with several murders. The trial lasted several months and caused quite a stir in society. Everyone was waiting to see what would happen to Tozamile Taki. The trial of Tozamile became a real show. People from all over the country watched the trial, hoping to learn the details of his crimes. Defense attorneys tried to argue that Tozamile had a mental disorder, but prosecutors insisted he made a conscious choice to continue killing. After a lengthy debate, Tozamile was found guilty of all charges and sentenced to life in prison. Many people believed that such a punishment did not reflect the horror of his crimes. The story of Tozamile Taki is not only a story about terrible crimes. It's also a reminder of how important it is to be mindful of mental health issues. Often behind the actions of criminals are their own demons, which may not be obvious to those around them. I hope our story will allow you to better understand this complex topic. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like and leave comments. What serial killer stories interest you? Thank you for your attention. See you soon.